It's a Kate Davis, the head of the fundraising. Can you please tell us more about the fundraising? What is actually about? How's everything started? How do you actually end up to doing this whole fundraising? Let's start with that, Kate.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having us, Martin. It's really good to be here. The Liverpool Women's Hospital charity really supports everything that the Liverpool Women's Hospital wants to achieve. So it's things that the NHS can't provide. We go above and beyond what the NHS provides.
Yes.
So fundraising function really is quite varied at the moment. We're doing a lot, but our current focus is the Big Tiny Steps appeal, and we're raising money for that. Now, the Big Tiny Steps appeal supports our neonatal unit, where a lot of families, sick babies have to come onto the unit to be treated. So we've done a long process in terms of the fundraising appeal. We've managed to make some cot-side comforts happen. We've got some beautiful recliner chairs for mums and dads to do skin-to-skin contact with their sick babies, because that really is the best medicine when, you know, your child's ill on neonatal. We've made possible a sensory garden, so families can escape the clinical intensity of the wards, get some fresh air, and just have a bit of time really to think about, you know, what's been said to them and their baby's diagnosis. And we've also made possible a children's play area. A lot of the babies on the unit have siblings and they get bored. You know, it's nice to see the baby for 5 minutes and then they get bored. So the play area is somewhere they can expend some energy and basically have a little bit of fun while they're visiting the sick baby. And it helps with mum and dad as well. You know, they get a bit of time with the baby. So one of the other things we've done is provide a bereavement suite, because sadly, Martin, some families don't get to take the babies home. This space is somewhere really comfortable that they can say goodbye in their own time. So we're really proud to have been able to enable that at the hospital. So really the next phase for us, and it's the final phase of the Big Tiny Steps appeal, is the refurbishment of some on-site flats that we have on the hospital. The purpose of those flats are for families who've got babies on the unit that maybe live a little bit far away, and they can have a home from home environment in those flats. So it's really helpful to them, you know, so they don't have to worry about driving home and leaving the baby, and they can really have some family time in those flats as well. You know, especially if we've got brothers or sisters as well. So those flats are really important and they need a bit of a refurb. They're tired. So that's really the sort of focus for our sort of next push, really.
So are the flats nearby the hospital, or how is it spread out? It's like a convenient, it's just like a walking distance?
Yeah, 2 minutes walk away.
That's good.
Really are on the site. So, you know, people are anxious about leaving the babies, you know, when they're on the unit, so they can go home, have a shower, get something to eat, and then come back onto the unit refreshed. So really is a lifeline for the parents that, you know, use the flats, and everybody that's used them have said how important it is to them and how it alleviated the stress.
So what, I know it's called Liverpool Women's Hospital. So what's the specialization of this hospital? Really?
All things women related. So we were a maternity hospital. People come to Liverpool Women's to have their babies, but we also do lots in women's health as well. So we do fertility treatments. We also do gynecological cancers, smears, colposcopies, all the things that women can suffer from. We're a specialist hospital, and really are the best in the area for those type of conditions. So we do some amazing things at Liverpool Women's Hospital.
So how long you are in this position, Kate?
I've been at the Women's for just over a year now, so still relatively new. We've still got lots of grand plans for the charity. You know, we can achieve so much more and support the hospital. So yeah, it's a really exciting time for us now, and we're looking to the future. And hopefully, Martin, I can come back on and tell your listeners about some of the plans we've got, because we've got some other fundraising projects that are just in the pipeline at the moment.
Well, we are streaming worldwide, but you know, obviously, because we are based in not directly in Liverpool, we're based in Widnes. You know, the local people know where it is, so it's right next to Liverpool, really, and on a border. And But the good thing is, you know, when you do something like that, even people don't know the hospital very well, because it's online, and it's because it's everything, you know, on a Facebook or online. They can donate. They can find your. I just check your Facebook page. There is actually donation straight button, so you can donate something, you know, over there as well. I did myself this morning, so I just try myself. It's like, okay, well, at least £10, you know, boom,
Oh,
it's
well,
right there.
thank
So
you very much,
at
Mark.
least
We
something,
appreciate
you
that.
know, whatever I can afford. So
Thank you.
obviously, we will continue with this fundraising, you know, as much as possible. Every time we'll do some live stream on a Facebook here with our viewers and listeners. Definitely, you know, we'll put this one out, because to me make more sense, because if now I know someone from it, so it's easy to, you know, explain and understand, you know, and you know, spread the word out. Actually, basically, that's what it is.
Lovely. Well, we appreciate it. And I wonder if we could talk about one of the events that we've got coming up, and that's what the listeners may be interested to take part in.
Yes.
And we have a virtual wine tasting event on the 9th of April. That is, you know, everything's gone online now, Martin, hasn't it? Unfortunately, we're not able to do, you know, the normal fundraising events that we do. So we have seen a drop in our income. So these events, these online events, have really been really important, you know, continue the funds coming in. So on the 9th of April, if you're interested, we're having a wine tasting evening with our friends at Unique Wine Safaris. It's £65 a ticket. You get 3 full bottles of wine and an expert to talk through the wines, you know, talk about the different notes, the flavours. So really nice sort of event for the listeners to take part in, and also raise money for Liverpool Women's Hospital charity as well.
Brilliant.
So if you're interested, Google Eventbrite, Liverpool Women's Hospital charity wine tasting, and it'll come up there, and you can buy your ticket there. Or go to our website, Liverpool Women's Hospital, click on the charity tab, get involved, and the event is just underneath there. So if anybody likes wine and wants to support charity too, please do get involved.
Yeah, definitely. So how this is going to happen? It's going to be like a live, or how this whole event will happen?
It'll be live, so it'll be via Zoom, and a wine expert from Unique Safari Wines will take the lead and talk about the different wines that we're tasting.
Yes.
All done from the comfort of your home. The wines are delivered to your home. So really, really nice sort of event for us to.
All right. So the good thing is you buy the tickets now, so you get the wine, and then at the same time, at the same day, you can have exactly the same. You get the wine on the table and do through the tasting, you know, process as well with some expert, I assume.
Yeah, who knows all about wines more so than I do.
Well, we are just consumers. Speaking of myself, so consumer, just consumer. So, all right. Is the flats? How many flats you have actually? How many flats we talking?
3. So it
3
takes
flats.
We're looking for around £70,000 to do those up for this final push of the appeal. So,
okay. Yeah. So you're looking for everything, you know, refurbish in an apartment and make sure, you know,
bathrooms, beds, sofas, televisions, fridges, everything, you know, to really make it a nice, relaxing space for our families that use it in a traumatic situation, really. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's very nice, you know, you're doing something like that, because then you see the happy faces. That was mentioned a couple of times, you know, the last couple of days, you know, it's priceless, because once you see the happy face, it's just absolutely priceless.
It really is.
Yes. I think I shared the event, the wine event, the virtual wine tasting event. I think I shared this morning. So I will link on our website as well, and not the website, the Facebook page. I will link it over there. We will definitely stream this conversation which we have right now. I'm recording this. We're going to put this on radio, Bloodstream, anytime today, or whatever, you know, you feel like it. We can put it on. And I think as soon as it's better, so I'm just gonna take the audio out and send it to the world, so they know what they supposed to do. So let's refresh their memory. So what they need to do: go on
So please visit Liverpool Women's Hospital Charity webpage, find the charity tab, go to get involved, look at the events, and how to book onto the wine tasting is there. And some of our other events are on there too as well.
Right.
Alternatively, Google Eventbrite, Liverpool Women's Hospital wine tasting, and it'll come up there. £65 for 3 bottles of wine delivered straight to your door, all supporting Liverpool Women's Hospital Charity.
Yes, and if you living in USA, you just can donate, you know, as much you like. So, all right, or listeners maybe in Australia or Germany, you know, they can just donate to the Liverpool Women's Hospital. So support
Google,
something nice.
Liverpool Women's Hospital, and go to our Just Giving page, and you can make a one-off donation there or a regular donation, whatever your preference. But thank you.
All right, so hopefully, you know, get these £70,000, you know, as soon as possible, so can be done before no time.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah. Well, thank you to the listeners, and thank you to Martin and Bloodstream. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kate. So this was the head of the Liverpool Women's Hospital Charity, and thank you very much to sharing all the experience, all the needs for the 3 flats need to be refreshed, refurbished, and you know, they need to put, you know, some comfortable space for families which they have, you know, family in the hospital. So thank you very much, Kate, again, and hopefully maybe we can see you again
That'd be lovely.
in a month or sometime, you know, we can just catch up, you know, how things going and where we are, maybe, you know, a little bit push things through.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, Mark.
All right. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.